Hey guys, it's Ira here, and this is an update video, not for my channel because let's be honest, my channel is dead. Uh, this video is kind of for my build that I have been using for since when I start playing Tryndamere, which is a tank build. Um, I have been altering it a little bit lately, and find I found out that it might be better than the build I've been using for years. So let me just quick start up. The difference is with Rune, I no longer take Sudden Impact, and Raven and Hunter, I no longer take that. Instead, now I take Transcendent and get Restored. Um, which means sorcery at my secondary tree. In the main tree, which is Resolve, I take Wrath of the Undying as usual. Fun of Life and Unflinching and Demolish. Now I only take Fun of Life. No more Unflinching test, no more Demolish test. Because what Demolish do is it give me more sieging power, which is something that you can see right away. But Fun of Life, which is giving me more hidden strength in teamfight. We'll get to that later. Conditioning as usual, because with my build, Tryndamere scale into the game. And Revival Life, no longer I use Second Wind, I only use Revival Life. Yeah, so that is the first difference of the rune. And now with to the spell, as always, ignite and barrier. I have thinking about switching ignite for exhaust and teleport, but I kinda don't like it because ignite well, barrier is mandatory and ignite give me more presence in lane with what my build is all about. So and I don't get much when I just always stick with my team in the late game with teleport. So yeah, maybe barrier and ignite is still the way to go, but well, I will get some more testing and more update on that. And now is the main part, which is the build, the item build. I no longer start with Doran Blade or Doran Shield. I no longer start with this because what it does is because if you start with this, you only get one potion, and that's it. So because of my build, I play without flash and teleport. I mean, if I get ganked, I survive. Now I only have one potion to stay in lane, which is something I don't want to. And with this, and first of all, with this, it gives me attack damage, which means my adaptive rune gonna convert that into AD, and Tryndamere AD is actually weaker than Tryndamere AP in the early game. If I start with Doran Shield, it doesn't give me AD, but in the game itself, it registered Tryndamere as an AD champion, so I will get AD regardless of what I start, except Doran Ring or Dark Shield. Doran Ring or Dark Shield. But Dark Shield only build into one item, which is Magi Soul Stealer, and I don't, and with my build I dive in a lot. I do survive a lot, but I suicide a lot because with my build it's all about pressure in teamfight. So right, so I won't get much from Magi Soul Stealer, and aside from AP, it doesn't give me anything. And it take one slot, which might be if I want AP, I'll take that slot at Raven and Dead Cat. But with the build the old build I go, Raven Dawn Dead Cat actually give me more AP than the Magi Soul Stealer alone. So I won't get the Dark Shield and the Doran Ring. Nah, just not. I don't have a lot. Well, what makes Doran Ring so powerful is because it's passive, and Tryndamere doesn't have mana, so I can't get the passive. But there's another one item I can start would give me AP, which is Spell Thief Edge. Now here is why Spell Thief Edge is actually really good. First of all, Spell Thief Edge, by starting this item, you get 3 potions. You get 3 potions. Or you can get refillable potion, or you can get rejuvenation bead. So by starting this item, you get a lot of sustain because Spell Thief Edge itself give me 10 AP. When convert that, because now I get more bonus AP than I have bonus AD as level 1. The adaptive rune actually convert this bonus stat into AP, means that at level 1 I am the AP Tryndamere, not AD Tryndamere, which is my spin gonna hurt a lot, and my Q will heal me more than the usual AD Tryndamere. And if you say like, well, but you lack the combat stat from Golden Blade. So here's the kick. Spell Thief Edge unique passive tribute is give me damaging spell and attack against champion, deal 30 additional magic damage and grant 10 gold per unique cast. So yeah, so what you do with Tryndamere in lane is you gonna attack some minion, get your grasp proc, and then you attack your opponent once and spin out. That attack and the spin will consume 2 stack of Spell Thief Edge and deal additional 26 magic damage and give you 20 gold. On top of that, because of the passive bandit, it will give you another 5 gold. So in the first trade, you're gonna do shitload of damage. Even though you don't have, you will do shitload of damage from the Grad of the Undying and Spell Thief Edge, and also you will get 25 gold. And the stat of that is Spell Thief Edge gonna give you 2 gold per 10 seconds, mean 1 gold per 5 seconds. So itself give me more economic benefit, and it let you stay in lane longer. And because you get the gold generation item, you will get your build faster. Well, the only downside of that is that you don't get the bonus damage from the tribute passive anymore because you left it and it's put on cooldown. But you only need that in the early level, so enemy won't be trading you as much, but you can trade with them. And with Tryndamere, what you do in lane is that you use your sustain to destroy your opponent. This is what you do. This is basically what you do in steroid. Well, except the mana regen, but let's be honest. Yasuo can go for Trinity Force, but Tryndamere can get some a little bit of mana regeneration. What the hell is that? Trinity Force give mana too. Yeah, because of the after the you had used all your potion, if you decide to get that, you will most likely get your opponent to back home, and you back to base, and you will get like around this amount of gold. This is what when you got Tiamat. What Tiamat do? Tiamat is the best wave clear item in the entire game, and around the time you get these items, which is like level 5 or 6, which is around level 5 or 6. Tryndamere is really strong in fighting 1v1, and run at this moment, the opponent is gonna look to get you, burn your ult, and then dive you. With Tiamat, with Tiamat, I get to shove out the wave into my opponent tower, and then I can get to mid lane or enter enemy jungle and ward there. So enemy jungle and mid laner will be less likely to get a chance to have a successful game on me, which might build is not having teleport or flash would be very punishable. But with this and this, it will let me to play more risky and does not get punished at heart because which my old build I did not get wave clear until I finished my natural suit. But with this I get early wave clear and early sustain, which is two things Tryndamere like the most. It's like you have static shift passive and the Fam Scepter on Tryndamere as in early game. So yeah, but after I get the Tiamat, because the Tiamat give me more AD than the spell tip edge and give me AP, I will temporarily switch into be an AD Tryndamere, which means that in my 1v1 with my O, I actually stronger than the O variation of my AP Tryndamere. And when I'm as higher health, which means when I at higher health is when I use my sustain to bully out my opponent. That time I will be AP Tryndamere. Mean that with these two items I get the most out of both world. Yeah. So I get the AP Tryndamere and AD Tryndamere at the same game. So after that, I will get straight into my core item, which is Nashor's Tooth. But the difference here is that before I'll go Stinger and then Fiendish Connect, but now I'll get Fiendish Connect first, and then I'll go for Stinger. Around the reason because after I get Tiamat for the wave clear, what I gonna do is just shove in and then I just shove in and use my sustain to build bully out my opponent. But with the Tiamat alone, it will if I build Stinger first, Stinger doesn't give me any AP. If I build Stinger first, the Tiamat will turn me into AD Tryndamere, which is something I don't want with my playstyle. So by building the Fiendish Connect first, it's gonna give me more AP. It's combined with the spell tip, it's gonna give me more AP than Tiamat give me AD, which turn me again into AP Tryndamere. So now I am AP Tryndamere with a lot of sustain, and I have decent wave clear because the Tiamat I only need the Tiamat and it's active for decent wave clear. So now after I get around the time I get the Natural Tooth, if I have enough gold to turn the Fiendish Connect into Natural Tooth, I'll do that. But if I'm not, then I will upgrade. I will actually upgrade the spell tip edge into Frostfang. The reason because first of all, because the recent change to the support item, which is now it doesn't give me any more movement speed on proc. Instead, it gives me warding after I earn 500 gold. And around the time I get the item, I will get 500 around like. I will get around 470 gold, which is not too far from the 500 gold. So because now I get mobility, mobility from cooldown reduction here these two items, plus transcend. Frostfang give me 5% cooldown reduction. Natural Tooth give me 20%, which is 30%, plus Transcendent, because now I most likely be level 10 plus Transcendent. Now I get very early 40% cooldown reduction, and I have wave clear, and I have warding active. So now what I do, which is shove in, go into enemy jungle, counter jungle, ward there, and then come back, keep pressuring. With Frostfang, Nashor's Tooth, or and Tiamat, I can do that on steroid. Really strong. Today I have tested out a game where I played against Fiora. I forced her back 3 times, and then use her teleport. That's where I back like once. So, which is really ridiculous. Then I'll get the boost here and there. Now I go for I go for the Mercury Thread instead of Ninja Tabi. Ninja Tabi is now is like a situational choice. Yeah, but most of the time is the Mercury Thread. The reason I don't go for Ninja Tabi as much anymore because I figured out that Tryndamere doesn't need that much armor to be tanky because what it do is Ninja Tabi reduce 10% damage from basic attack, which mainly from the AD carry and champion like Yasuo or something. The moment they do the most damage with their basic attack is in the late game. Where I get my Mocking Shell max, I reduce their attack damage by 80. So yeah, getting Ninja Tabi on top of that is not goal efficient. And Tryndamere hard matchup usually is around dealing magic damage and CC. So with Mercury Thread, I get some magic resist and the tenacity, which is health in those matchup. But I just say that, but Ninja Tabi will still be the option to go when you fight against something like Jace or Vayne top or Lucian top. Yeah, in well, situational, but most of the time it's a Ninja Tabi. So now after this, I get another finished Kodak, which will turn into Zonia Hourglass. Because I already have 40% CDR, the finished Kodak will overcap the CDR, which will give me 20 AP because of the Transcendent. Transcendent give me 20 AP after for every 10% cooldown reduction I overcap. So after that, I'll go for my Spirit Vissage. Well, 3 of my core here, Nashor, Zonia, and Spirit Vissage. So now I have another 20 AP. So here, after this or before this, if I don't have money for, I don't have enough gold for all of this, I will get the Kindle Gem because Kindle Gem more AP and some health. Because I already get Mercury Thread, I don't need I don't need magic resist from Spectral Cal that much. I can go for Kindle Gem for more offensive. And at this then I'll turn the Tiamat into Titanic Hydra because with Titanic Hydra and my build, which is have a lot of AP, a lot of HP, the Titanic Hydra itself and rather than dying, and Spirit Vissage and Tryndamere himself is one of the he has the high base health of all champions in the entire game, so Titanic Hydra will do a lot of damage. With it active, it will give me burst, which is something my old build doesn't have. And then for the Frostfang, I'll just leave it there. to get the gold of it. But when I do have enough gold with the Frostfang, doesn't help me anymore outside of warding, and with my playstyle late game, I'll always go for my team, which and my team also contains support, so the support would work for me. I don't need the ward that much anymore. I will sell the Frostfang, and then I will get another fetish card. This time is turned into the Banshee's Veil. The Banshee's Veil because it's give me more magic resist, 70 magic ability power, which is really nice, and a passive which give me a special will protect me from someone throwing CC to stop my engage. If I'm kinda want Morello mode, not because but it kinda meh because it doesn't give me defensive stat, just pure offensive, and yeah, I don't like. I want to go for Morello mode con because well, it has a lot of cooldown reduction and AP, but Banshee's Veil is just better because Morello mode non-con is just overkill offensive. Yeah, that is a build. But now with my build, because the item Tryndamere usually have a lot of cooldown reduction on it, and I already capped out the cooldown reduction from Nashor 2, Zombie Outblast, and Spirit Vissage with it 3 of my core. By going Transcendent, it gives me more freedom of item choice. And in the late game, if I don't need brute, I need pure combat stat. I can sell brute to get the Trinity Force for maximum benefits. Or if I want to stay more tanky, I can get Destin. Because Destin heal me for the physical damage I deal. Even though I have a lot of AP, my spin still do physical damage, so my spin still heal me if I have Destin. And the cooldown and Destin also give me cooldown reduction and attack damage. But you guys like attack damage, right? And the passive will help me stay more tanky in team fight. Also, if enemy have a lot of magic champion, and the CC doesn't help much, like for instance Rai or like Maokai, I can get more of Mortius against them. Or if I want to assassinate, I can get Dustblade of Draktar. If I want more mobility, I can replace one of my items with maybe Titanic Hydra, or the Banshee. For Yumu Ghostblade, if I want to be more supportive, I can get Abyssal Mass if my team have a lot of AP damage, for instance like Kog'Maw. Because how Abyssal Mass do is increase the magic damage for every enemy around you, not around the damage output. So I can spin into the middle of enemy team and let my Kog'Maw just spit on them and do shit ton of damage. If I want to get more CC, I can even go for Iceborne Gauntlet, which itself give me a lot of mana, which is something Tryndamere doesn't have, but it has nice armor, nice passive, and it's give me AP too because it has 20% cooldown reduction. Or I can go for something wacky like Armwrecker, or Redemption, or Banner of Command, or I be a support slave and go for Mikhail Crucible. Is that, am I pronouncing that right? Crucible? Yeah, Crucible. Or I can go for Ascent Weaver to overcap the CDR even further, because Ascent Weaver, what it do is give me 10 cooldown reduction and 10% cooldown reduction by its own, and it's give me cooldown reduction based on my crit, which is when I have full fury, I have more 20% cooldown reduction. So it's add on top of my AP, give me stronger, and the cell give me AD. I get a lot of offensive and defensive at the same time. And if not enough, against Teemo and Heimerdinger, I can go for Adaptive Helm and doesn't need to get rid of the Spirit Vissage. This build is very versatile. It gives me a lot of freedom of choice, and if I want to use my summer spell a lot more, like for instance, if I want to protect my carry and I take exhaust, I can get the cooldown, the lucidity, because it gives me cooldown reduction, will add on top of my AP, and I have a lower cooldown on my exhaust and my barrel, which is give me so much more freedom. Also, I can go for Night Vow. And Hectic Protobell, and also the Combringer. Is that is still called Conversion? The Conversion. Holy shit! This is just so good. I didn't even think about that. This is just so good. So yeah, this is all about. This is the update on my build. I can't believe I come up with that. It gives me so much more versatility. Holy crap! So yeah, this is the update on my Tryndamere build, which you guys I hope you guys will give it some try. And oh my god, I love my Tryndamere so much. See ya.